Welcome back to the show. The entertainment world these days seems to spend as much time giving awards to themselves as it is making movies. On top of the statues handed out at the Oscars, Grammys, Emmys, and Golden Globes, there's a list for everything from top earnings to best bikini bod. This week, Scarlett Johansson is named the sexiest woman alive by Esquire magazine, making her the first woman to top the list twice. But before we get into why Scarlett is Esquire's perfect idea of sexy, let's take a look at the other list out there to see who her competition was. Katy Perry topped Men's Health's list of the hottest women of 2013, while Maxim crowned Miley Cyrus as its champ. Beyoncé reigned supreme on GQ's list of the sexiest women of 2013. FHM has Mila Kunis in first, and Jennifer Lawrence claimed the prize on Ask Men's list. And just so you don't think women were the only ones being judged, Benedict Cumberbatch won the title from Empire so far, and Glamour and People magazine are set to release their sexy male picks sometime next month. Last year's winners were Channing Tatum and Robert Pattinson. Although the list has only been around since 2004, it's become known as the one to beat, with many people comparing it to People magazine's long-running tradition of picking the sexiest man. The first time Scarlett won the title, it was in 2006, and she was 21. Now, 7 years later, at the age of 28, she's managed to do it again. Back in 2006, Scarlett was already well established in the film world, having started her career at 9 years old in 1994 with small roles.
Can you see that guy over there? Which one? The blonde guy over there. Gives me like a total boner.
It wasn't until 2003 that Scarlett got her breakout moment, grabbing people's attention with her role in Lost in Translation and Girl with the Pearl Earring. The year of her first win, Scarlett was in 3 major movies: Scoop, The Black Dahlia, and The Prestige, which cemented her as a major player in Hollywood. It's also worth mentioning that at this time, Scarlett was romantically linked with her Black Dahlia co-star Josh Hartnett. Scarlett also won the title not too long after posing nude on the cover of Vanity Fair alongside Keira Knightley. Playboy magazine quickly followed Esquire's lead and named her sexiest celebrity in 2007. In between her 2 sexiest woman alive titles, the world didn't forget about Scarlett. She appeared in at least one major film a year, including Vicky Cristina Barcelona in 2008, and her role as Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, in the Marvel franchise in 2010. Playboy magazine even named her the sexiest celebrity in 2007. Between her 2 sexiest titles, Scarlett has branched out from the movie world. She released 2 separate albums in 2008 and 2009.
Now you're away, you ride home every day, and I see you on the TV at night. You don't think there's lots for us to talk about. You can leave whenever you want out.
She has also taken an active role in the theater community, receiving a Tony in 2010 for her role in A View from the Bridge. In 2010, GQ named Johansson its Babe of the Year. Just this year, Scarlett went back to Broadway to star in the revival of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and 2 of her more recent movie roles, Don John and Under the Skin, have included nudity, which may have contributed to her second title win.
Don't you think it's always better when it means something?
Yeah.
Scarlett has also appeared in advertising campaigns for Calvin Klein, L'Oreal, Louis Vuitton, and Dolce & Gabbana, all of which focus on simple and classic beauty. Since Lost in Translation, Scarlett has been cast in a sexualized light, something she takes in stride and with a dash of humor.
And you're nervous for things like that? Is that what I read?
Well, it's not that the getting ready part makes... I mean, I like the getting ready part. I
Right.
like to get, I like the hair and the makeup and the pretty dress. And do you want me to apply this?
No,
or
no, I don't.
Okay.
I'm going to take both of these away.
Oh.
But what?
I know. I like the getting ready part. It's just like getting on that red carpet. I just instantly flop sweat and.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
Just to get your picture taken?
Instantly flop. Like that's something that I do to get my picture taken.
No,
is
no, no.
instantly
That
flop
makes
sweat?
you flop sweat just knowing you're going to get your picture taken?
I don't know. It's just it's a weird chemical reaction I have somehow to the red carpet. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Maybe it's just the carpet itself. I don't
Maybe if
know.
it was a different color.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have had a green carpet. I don't know.
More
but
so than like singing when you sing publicly?
No, I flop sweat then too.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, maybe it's just some sort of. I probably need a shot to stop that. I don't know. Isn't there something you could do?
Maybe you have a perspiration problem. Maybe
And
we're
now
finding that
everybody
out.
knows.
Well,
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You. Yes, I do.
Well, you made me look like a fool, so I'll get you.
Now that we know what the media thinks and what Scarlett thinks, let's hear what you have to say.
The last movie I saw with Scarlett Johansson was The Avengers, probably.
The Avengers?
Yeah, it was The Avengers, yeah.
Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
The Avengers?
He's maybe not as into you as he once thought.
Probably The Island. It's my favorite. There's double of her.
The Avengers. Avengers was a pretty good movie.
Wait, Maxim picked Miley Cyrus as the hottest? She got like these little angel fluff things like on her head. That's no, I don't. No, it's Scarlett Johansson all the way.
I would say Scarlett Johansson is. I agree with Scarlett Johansson as being the sexiest woman alive over Miley Cyrus.
I think Miley's pretty sexy, so I would go with Miley.
I approve of the Scarlett Johansson one just because she's a lot more attractive than Miley Cyrus.
Definitely side with Scarlett Johansson there. I don't like Miley Cyrus whatsoever.
Esquire's pick of Scarlett Johansson. Miley Cyrus is just no thank you.
Really? Miley Cyrus? Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I don't think she's trying to create a sexier image. I think she's just naturally sexy.
Do I think Scarlett Johansson is trying to be sexier lately? I'm going to say yes. Because, How so? How so? Because she's just doing that thing where she's doing, like, diets and stuff.
I wouldn't really say sexier. I think now she's trying to get her career on hold. She's actually trying to do stuff. Like with Don John, she played kind of a sexier role, but I don't think that was her intention. It was just what she got casted in because of her sexiness.
I think Scarlett Johansson's getting older, so maybe she's really trying to hold on to her youth, but I see it sort of slipping because that's just what happens. So it's possible she's putting out more of an effort.
She's just working what she has, and I think that's what she's always done. She's always worked exactly what she has, and she's a sexy woman, so absolutely.
Scarlett Johansson probably won again because she's probably pretty humble about how she looks, and yeah.
I think it's slightly political, but also because this is going to be a really big year for her. She's supposed to win an Oscar, so I'm sure that has, be nominated for it anyway, so that probably has a lot to do with it. But plus, she's just super hot. She just keeps getting better with age.
No reason. And twice, come on, she had her chance, she had her spot, just move along, pick someone else.
I mean, you don't really win that unless you're sexy. Yeah. And she's just kind of really sexy.
I think she won for the second time because she's very well known. She's popular as a sex symbol, and that's just sort of the image she's always had. Maybe I know she's done a couple projects recently, so maybe her name's just out there a lot more, and she was kind of one of the first choices.
Just as everyone has a different idea of what sexy is, each of these lists has a different motivation behind their choices. The top 99 most desirable women compiled by AskMen.com ranks the year's most alluring females based on votes cast by readers and staff, and taking into account a number of criteria. Physical appeal alone does not secure a spot in the top 99. The women on the list are there because they possess a combination of looks, intelligence, and personality that sets them apart. In contrast, Maxim lets their readers pick their list, stating that, "You voted, we counted, mostly with our fingers, and we can say with absolute certainty that before you lies the definitive list of the world's sexiest women." Esquire's choice appears to come down to the discretion of its editors. However, they have added a new interactive component to their website, saying, "This year, in addition to naming Esquire's 7th annual Sexiest Woman Alive in the November issue, we are conducting a tournament to allow our readers to choose their own honoree." Hollywood Men have provided their own double winners, 4 in total on the People's Sexiest Man Alive list. The first was Richard Gere in 1993 and 1999, while the most recent was Johnny Depp in 2003 and then in 2009, which brings up the question of who might be the next woman to claim the double title. Charlize Theron, who won in 2007, has to be at the top of the list for the next possible double win. With 3 films slated for release in 2014, there will be no shortage of media attention on her next year, and her Christian Dior campaign has kept her classically sexy image in the public eye. The underdog candidate for the double win at this point would have to be Minka Kelly. Although she won the title in 2010, her career slowed down considerably after the failed Charlie's Angels reboot in 2011. However, she is set to be a part of 2 upcoming movies, so there is still a chance she may reclaim the title in a few years. Whether you think Scarlett Johansson is the sexiest woman alive or not, she's made it to the top of Esquire's list twice, and each time, her win has been record-setting. In 2006, at the age of 21, she was the youngest winner ever chosen. Now, in 2013, she's become the first double winner ever. And with 4 films slated for release in 2014, there's no doubt she'll be a contender on everyone's lists for years to come.